you, son? You're right over there. Down to Dunbar on the east coast away down there. There's Bass Rock. Edinburgh Castle there. Is it Nelson's Monument? I think that could be Nelson's Monument. This was uncompleted, I think, because of the Battle of Waterloo. The British were fighting the French, so we had to abandon this thing. I don't know why they never went back to build the thing. Look at it, it's huge, man. Absolutely huge. Aye, it's just a mystery why they didn't try to rebuild it or even take it down. Pretty windy here, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, it sounds brutal on the mic when it's windy. Block it. Here's a wee bit of information about it, son. That's a national monument. That's what it's depicted on. But that's probably bigger, that. That's probably going to be a much bigger version. The National Monument commemorates the Scottish soldiers who died during the Napoleonic Wars of 1803-1815. By the late 18th century, Edinburgh was enjoying a remarkable reputation as a city of intellectual brilliance and beautiful architecture. Many new public buildings were built at a great expense in the Greek neoclassical style. The National Monument, based on the Pantheon in Athens, kept up tradition, but when funds ran out in 1829, work ground to a halt and the monument was never completed. The building in Calton Hill were instrumental in gaining the city the title of Athens of the North. Athens of the North. You can if you want, but you manage. It's quite high. This is a Royal Observatory here. My son's going to try and climb that monument. It's huge. Welcome to Calton Hill. Calton Hill, together with Arthur's Seat and the Castle Rock, was formed by volcanic activity about 340 million years ago. Around 2.5 million years ago, the first of many ice ages began in Scotland, and Edinburgh was buried on the passage. Throughout each ice age, when the glaciers were at the heaviest, the weight of ice carved and gouged out many of the hills you see today. Little is known of Calton Hill's early history, but may have been used 4,000 years ago by some of Scotland's earliest Bronze Age people. By the 1400s, the hill was hosting medieval tournaments and festivals. A darker side emerged during the 1600s when the hill was the site of public executions. Often spectacular views of Edinburgh and the Forth, Calton Hill was a rich source of inspiration for poets and artists. Robert Burns, Turner and Jules Verne all visited the hill. So you are here. My son's still trying to figure out how he got up that. It's not so easy just get a wee push. If you get your foot up, I'll just get a wee. Aye. There we go.
Yeah.
There he is. So these must be at least 40 foot high, maybe. Say 40 foot, 30 foot. 30 foot pillars. How you doing, Paul O'Neill? Nice to see you, man. We're up on Calton Hill in Edinburgh, city centre. And it's windy. We're going to take a walk down to the graveyard. It's next to Calton Hill. But they have pagan festivals this year. There's a Portuguese cannon over here as well. Coming down, buddy? Coming down? There's Arthur's seat over there. Take the walk over. That's the Nelson Monument, that one. That's the National Monument. That's for a view, people. It's a view of my amazing city, Edinburgh. You see the palace over here? Right, buddy? See the palace over there? Holyrood Palace. And the Abbey as well, you can see. This is dynamic earth. There's Holyrood Palace over there. You walk over here, buddy. It's a Robert Burns monument there. I've been inside that. It's only open once a year. I was just going to check out this thing, Jed, over here. I can see a Celtic cross already. Oh, they must light a fire up on this. So it looks like it holds a fire. Looks like a planet Earth at the top. Celtic cross. Destiny Marches, 1993, Lochmaben. This stone from Bruce's Castle represents an earlier struggle for self-determination by the people of Scotland. This stain was taken frae this Mauchline Hamo, Robert Burns and Jean Armour during the Reformation. proclamation in 1966, the bicentenary of the poet's death. The ranks is but the Guinness stamp, the man's the god for all that. So that stone was taken from Burns's house, this brick, son. This stone was taken from Burns's, Bruce's castle. So it's like a mixture of different stones. The tap of Ben Nevis.
Tap of Ben Nevis on 23/7/1995.
By a group of vigil activists to celebrate the 1200th vigil for the Scottish Parliament. There's hands. There's worship. Is that carved? Is there something in that stone?
Someone's like painting the Scottish flag on that stain.
Oh, aye. Scotland flag there. For we hae faith in Scotland's hidden poors. The present's theirs, but all the past and future's ours. Heather and Laurie Dunlop, Helen Allen, Ken Skule. Democracy for Scotland. This cairn was built by the keepers of the vigil for a Scottish Parliament. The vigil was kept at the foot of this road. It began on the night of the 10th of April 92 as the new broke of the fourth consecutive Conservative general election victory. It ended in 1980, days later. It ended 1,980 days later. The previous day, 11th of September 1997, Scotland voted yes, yes for her own parliament. Ah, pretty cool cairn. There's an arse stain there. This stone from Auschwitz is in memory of Jane Haining, Scottish missionary, and all others who died in the death camp. So apparently the stone's from Auschwitz. This one.
What's that?
It's a Jewish concentration camp.
Oh.
It's one of the most famous ones. Paving stone from Paris. This one.
Oh, good.
This is a paving stone from Paris. Used for defending democracy, donated to the people of Scotland by supporters in Paris to commemorate the Old Alliance. Pretty cool, eh? Oh look, there's the old, look, there's the little Celtic picture symbol.
Oh, aye. The astronomy symbol.
Stone circle. Aye, quite cool, eh? Ken. Do you want to go to that grave that I was talking about? Nice views though, eh? Chat then. How you doing? I'm a Scotsman. YouTube, how you doing, man? Like my COVID haircut. Seriously, COVID haircut. It's terrible. It had to be done. The wind, son, eh? It's hard when you're at the top of a hill. Amazing view though. Amazing. Aye, I got some of them myself, mate. Short back and Doogie Lockdown standard. Although it was a wife that cut mine, I'm no trusted according to her. The wee kids, look how high that is. The wee kids fell off there, eh? That's still one. A big gold ball appears at the top of this, a big bronze ball. It's to show the fishermen it's 1 o'clock. Up there. It's like a local clock. I see the cannon. COVID cough. It's lights. Lights up that at night time. Nelson Monument. Time ball. That's what I was talking about, the big ball that appears at the top of this to tell people the time. Rising over 30 metres high, the Nelson Monument commemorates naval hero Admiral Horatio Nelson, who died leading his fleet to victory at the Battle of Trafalgar. The monument's upended telescope design is topped with a mechanised time ball synchronised with a 1 o'clock gun fired from Edinburgh Castle. The time ball dropped daily, allowing ships in Leith Harbour to set their chronometers by it. Every year on 21st of October, the anniversary of Nelson's death, naval flags are flown from the monument, signalling his famous words, "England expects every man to do his duty." Brass cannons travelled all over the world, cast in the early 15th century. This thing. It's almost aiming right at Edinburgh Castle. It's not, it's just off Edinburgh Castle. It's kind of aiming at the Balmoral Hotel. This is the new St James's shopping centre and it looks like an eyeball when you look down on it. It's creepy. Aye. Going back down the hill's easier. Climbing it.
Huh?
This is going back down the hill's easier than climbing it. Lion. No, you're just an unfit bitch. Talking about respiratory problems climbing up the hill. Nah, you're just unfit bitch. Hey, let's see. I think look, there's a wee planet.
Problems. Oh, that's cool. Cartoony style.
Oh, it's a volcanic rock sort of built onto it. This is brickwork. This has all been built by brick. But that's volcanic. You can see when it changes. Look at that. It's like a. Look at that. Look at the difference. This is like lava, and this is like a a vein or something in between. Maybe they filled it in. Maybe it was a crack and they filled it in. Kind of maybe it was a big crevice and they filled it in. You can see with the architecture, and then it goes into the actual volcanic rock. Look at that. Volcanic rock, bricks. Sometimes the brickwork's so old it's hard to tell what's the difference. Rock house, holiday rentals. Right, son, I said I was going to take you to this graveyard. It's pretty cool. It's nicer than the Calton Hill burial place. Cross the road, buddy. Oh, that was a new Calton burial ground. This is the old one. Here. Look at that. Big obelisk.
Cool.
We've already been to Jacob's Ladder. It was alright.
It was really just some stairs and that was it.
Yep. This is an older burial ground, son, than the other one we were at. Like I said, there's the Abraham Lincoln statue. The black guy asking for some spare change. Any spare change, buddy? In memory of Scottish American soldiers. So we've got Lincoln looking all noble, emancipation.
Why was this built here?
It's for the memory of the Scottish American soldiers. Preserve the jewel of liberty in the framework of freedom. But they built a lot of these tombs because of grave robbers. That's quite a cool memento mori one. Look at that. The crossbones there, and then the skull over there. Charles and Isaac Salters, and John Wilkes Mason, 1789. It looked like it could have been a wee house. A decent sized obelisk. I have devoted myself to the cause of the people. It is a good cause. It shall ultimately prevail. It shall finally triumph. Speech of Thomas Muir in the Court of Justiciary on the 30th of August 1793. I know that what has been done these 2 days will be rejudged. Speech of William Skirving in the Court of Justiciary on the 7th of January 1794. They used to have watchtowers here to watch over the graves for the grave robbers. Thomas Hamilton. The Hamiltons were pretty prominent family. Thomas Hamilton. Erected by the pupils of the Royal High School in the centenary year of the opening of the present building, June 1929. So the pupils put that there in 1929. Memory of Daniel Monroe. 1829. 1788. Doctor. Burying ground of William Forbes, Keeper of the City Records, 1788. Be cool to bring my drone here, pal. It's Freemasonic, I think, son. You see the square here. You see something that looks like a ruler. There's a couple of different other tools here. There's a square. What's this thing here?
Penis.
In memory of Anne Dallas. 1870. Alexander Wallace Bruce. 1840.
Things on the wood here.
Robert Candlish. Horology. Thomas Reid, author of a literary and scientific work on horology. Do you know what horology is, son?
No.
No. Anybody in the chat know what horology is? Is it horoscopes, maybe? Like horoscopes? Horology. I don't know. Maybe the stars, something to do with the stars.
Is that Celtic Cross?
Yep. Well, Celtic crosses usually have the circle inside, eh? That's what that is. Alexander Anderson. Look at this. Thomas Henderson. Alexander Walker, 1809. How you doing, Stephen? I've just been up the Jacob's Ladder earlier on. Just looking for any clues, son. Anything that will stand out. 1797, Francis Howden. William Mull. Mull. Donald Cameron, Alexander Walker. 1831, Thomas Pender. 1814. Look at that. I think that was the wee building we looked in, Ken, before. Look at that thing. Robert Byrne. Look at that. Erected by his widow and 12 surviving children. 1816. Get the faces on the sides. Really gothic looking, eh? It's like the church we seen earlier. It's also
It looks really Catholic.
yep. Still pretty sharp, eh? 1860. It's over 200 year old. Someone's sleeping bag. That's the thing you need to watch, Jed. You stay out here because it's a thing that people live in these things. Junkies live in these things. So sometimes you disturb them. Let's see. It's ridiculous, like totally ridiculous. There's a part of it there, I think. Part of the masonry. It looks out of style anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if that was in the middle, and on the top. This part, because it's the same stone. Oh, there's a vacant one. You should book it. Looking pretty shitty, David Watson. Archibald Constable, born 24th of February 1774, died July 1827. You see, this was an old doorway. This. So whatever. I like the love heart up there as well. So this was obviously an old building at some point in this part. You see something, the old doorway. Yeah, Archibald Constable. Seems quite an important guy, yeah. Especially when they've got their sort of portraits skin. Aye. What's this? Memorial. I think it's Latin. This is all in Latin, son. Can't even read it. Because I'm not versed in Latin. I didn't go to a public school. Maxwell. Mrs. Agnes Maxwell. Josiah Maxton. Alexander's Story. 1789.
You know, they're writing like outlined in the moss.
Aye.
It's only the moss.
That's quite cool. It's like if you pulled out the moss, it'd probably be shaped like letters. I like how my son spots these wee things. Waiting for the coming of Lord Jesus Christ. Behold, I come quickly. Amen. Even so, come, Lord Jesus Christ.
Dad.
What?
The 23rd of October 1836, age 72. Old for...
Who died? 1830, age 36. He erected this stone. 1872. That was really old. Apparently meant to be old for back then. William Stewart. You hear the city, yeah? Busy. April 1859, 35. 1859, 18 months. 12 months, 1854. That's what I mean. In the 1850s, after the 1850s, people died young. You know what I mean? Before the 1850s, people lived till they're quite old. 1852, age 32. 1847, age 28. 1853, age 58. That's probably the oldest so far, 59. But before the 1800s, people were living longer. Crazy ass rock. It's like a mosaic of different kinds of rock. It's got a crazy looking one. Sirens everywhere. Andre Blair. That's David Hume's. I forgot that's David Hume's over there. He was pretty famous, David Hume. He was a philosopher. Memory of Adam Bryden. David Hume. He was one of the powerhouses of the Scottish Enlightenment. David Hume. Scottish Enlightenment was when it was a new way of thinking. They were trying to break away from like religious ways of thinking, try to think more scientifically. And this is where a lot of new technology started developing. Because you opened our minds, opened the box a little bit. Instead of thinking that God created everything.
Might give all the credit to God.
I've given all the credit to God, aye. Political martyrs were transported to Australia in the 1790s for advocating parliamentary reform, including giving all men the vote. Men the vote. Give men over 21 the vote. Never mind women getting women votes. Look, this is 1844. Give men the fucking vote. Aged 8, Peter was stolen and sold into indentured servitude in America. Freed as an adult, he was captured first by the Cherokee and then by the French army. On his return to Britain, Peter wrote his memoirs, banished from his hometown of Aberdeen for suggesting the authorities were involved in his original kidnapping. He later successfully sued them and used his compensation to establish Edinburgh's first penny post and street directory. Peter Williamson. Marion Luddy Sutherland lost her leg and buried it here 23 years before her own death. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's David Hume there. 1711 to 1776. Enlightenment philosopher and historian. Generally speaking, the errors in religion are dangerous, those in philosophy merely ridiculous. Reverend James Miller, chaplain to Edinburgh Charities. Dr. George Wilson, Professor of Technology, first Director of Industrial Museum, chemist, doctor and researcher on colour blindness. Alexander Blackwood, lay minister who used sign language to deliver services at the world's first deaf church. Deaf himself, Alexander founded a movement which exists today as Deaf Action. The graveyard opened in 1718 and was owned by the Incorporated Trades of Carlton. In 1816, a road was built through the burial ground, cutting it in two. The bodies and gravestones disturbed by the road building were taken to New Calton burial ground. That's where we were earlier, in the New Calton one. Anderson, Mowbray, Dorinda. There's a free black woman, Antigua. Margaret King McEwen. Margaret's crest for a war widow's pension prompted the creation of the only American Civil War monument outside America. It honours the Scottish soldiers who took part. To receive her pension, Margaret and her children had to leave Edinburgh and start new lives in America. And there's that one we've seen, son. The Robert Byrne one, the one that's lying in bits. Actress Sophie Badley. So there's a few.
I like how all of them have like detailed description. This one's just actress.
Actress. How about we walk over here?
Look at buried this one. This Memento Mori.
That's a Memento Mori one. Really old. Look at the face on it. It's like Adventure Time. Like something at Adventure Time.
It looks like they made like I think it was clay muslin in Adventure Time, and actually does look like that. It's like done two wee eyes and the nose.
All this masonry and stone. Just lying around. Gilchrist, Archibald Gilchrist. McKinley. Oh, there's a nice Celtic cross then. Macmillan, Bissett. Oh, there's a coat of arms. That's pretty cool. In memoriam. McKinley. It's quite nice. I think it's the McKinley family, McKinley clan. Baxter. It's a proper Scottish name, Baxter. Look at this stone. It's probably a base for a cross. David Nisbet. So it's not the oldest graveyard I've been to, son. I think the Greyfriars Bobby one's a much older one. There's so many of that Gothic architecture, son. The burying ground, John Spottiswoode, I think. Look at that.
Is that an eagle?
It looks like an eagle, son. An eagle and a horse.
It's cool how some of it sticks out a bit.
Aye.
Like some of this is like just pressed against the stone. Other bits are like coming out.
Embossed. Sepulchrum Jonas Pete. Johannes Pete. Johannes. Francis Allen. Memory of William Cargill, who died 1884-34. Aye, so Stephen's saying the graveyard's been divided. 22. Guy in the chat. Look at that. William Rayburn. Look at this thing. Thomas White, aged 29. 8 by 3 feet. So that's maybe how deep it is. Again, 8 feet long and 3 feet deep. So half of the, Stephen's saying that half of the burial ground went under the road. Okay, when they cut through it. Right. That was a wee tour of the graveyard. Do I just go back to the car?
Sure.
We'll go back to the car. We might have a wee drive through Edinburgh, eh?
Yeah.
Speaking to my chat.
Okay.
They need you to answer. You've not got a choice in the matter, son.
Danger rights.
Wait, film some. Keep the camera up. It's the last time we're filming the ground. All the time. Point out the ground again.
Look.
This was a print place, this building here. Look up at the top. Yeah. Pointed up. Last time when I was walking. Right, film that, son. Simple and sculpturesque. Controversial beginnings. Plans for the building caused 30 years of squabbling, and there was a public outcry as architects and officials argued over rival proposals. Even the King and Queen got involved. Eventually, in 1934, the Paisley-born architect Thomas Tate was appointed, and in less than 5 months drew up his design of just the remarkable building you see in front of you. This thing here. It's the prints, there's the blueprints for it. Did you know? Following the executions, the inmates' bodies were buried in the grounds of the jail. There are murderers beneath the St Andrew's House car park to this day. Car park there? I know. Left Calton jail exercise yard. The jail was loathed by prisoners, and today's building is said to be haunted by those who died there. There's where we were, son, over here. Did we drive through the town? What was that, son?
It's really nice from the single.
Aye, it is. It's quite cool, the crag and the rock coming up. Can't stop love. Your new trainer should be coming soon. Tie your laces on them. Yes. There's a pigeon. Look. They're flying rats, son. They're flying rats. Look cute, they're flying rats. Death to developers. Fucking hell.
What's that supposed to mean?
And people are building all these new buildings. Got a thing in his head. My book he's read. He's got a fine title. This is a Robert Bonds monument here. I want to make it in the hotel. That's why they want deaf to developers, son. They want to make that in a hotel. There's American Embassy.
Oh yeah.
talking to me. I already told you that's me. I was talking to the people in the chat. It's a funny registration, look. It's Russian. Look. Russian Reggie plate. Good to get in the car, buddy. If you can get in touch into the school, it's amazing. What school's that? Before it goes. I'll need to go myself, I think, because dragging my son everywhere, it's not really good. I probably would have went to the school if I was on my own. Let's have a wee look at Edinburgh, driving. Maybe get something to eat? You we getting something to eat?
Alright.
Greg's or something? Oh, the Royal High building I've just passed. Right. We were looking at that earlier. See if we can just do a turn right round. Warm enough, Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, look there's someone coming down on a scooter, look. A full grown man. With a serious face. Try to look serious.
Probably like lost his driving license or something.
Probably never had a driving license to begin with.
Aye, probably.
Jesus, man. Is it so?
It's alright.
This place is called Abbey Hill. You take a left at Easter Road. Oh, actually, that's what we'll do. Go down Easter Road. No, we'll not actually. We'll not. So go down Easter Road to get something to eat, but
Most places are probably shut in us.
it's really just Scotland that you get. The ugly Scottish Parliament. See the ugly Scottish Parliament building coming up. Yeah, right in front of us. That's the Scottish. That's the Scottish government.
That's the Scottish government?
Aye, it's a Parliament.
What were the architects thinking?
The Spanish architect. Doesn't look that great in the middle of the high street in Edinburgh.
Those buildings are nicer.
Aye. This is the high street, guys. This is quite a famous part of Edinburgh. It's where a lot of executions happened, and it's where John Knox's house is on the right coming up, where he forced English on us. Got rid of the old Gaelic languages, Scots. For a Saturday, this is quiet. The chat there and a fucking car moved away. Go into the graveyard of the High Street Church Old Graves. The Royal High, the building before it goes. I'll maybe go and visit that place another time, Sue. I've already been out for a few hours, so my son's dying to get back to play Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Unity. He's went back to playing Unity. There's a really old graveyard called Greyfriars Graveyard, pretty close to here. But we'll probably visit that another time.
You've been near it actually, you know, when I got my first coins.
Aye. There's that guy, we passed him. The wee Doug. On the right. Passed him up at Calton Hill. Him. Oh, cobbled roads here, so it's a bit bumpy. The old cobbled roads. It was a red light anyway, son. I wasn't going anywhere. Before you could go up here to the right. Over there, on the corner where you see the ambulance, that's the Salvation Army. This is where all the junkies and stuff hang out and get a cup of tea, and there's usually a lot of commotion where that ambulance is. For Christ's sakes, woman, what the fuck are you doing? What the fucking half-wit? Where the Chinese are, and they come over here to study. They study in the Pleasance. They all get flats here. Costs a fortune. Costs an absolute fortune to rent somewhere about here. Remember, right, son? Did we not grab some juice?
No, we never grabbed
You
juice.
never have juice?
No, because remember at Scotland,
Oh,
there
yeah.
was a really crappy selection.
Oh, right, aye. There was some juice, son.
Aye.
Can we get some on the way home?
Alright.
Oh, the light's flickering on the camera. Yeah.
How's that?
It's the frames per second, because when you video frames per second. It's like lots of photographs.
Oh.
These people sitting in their cars with their masks on. Stupid. I think we can go straight over here, son. To pass the pear tree. Oh, this is actually that's a different. Is that the pear tree? Oh, it's the pear tree pub. I was right, it's the pear tree. Get a Sainsbury's or something. Get some juice.
Aye.
It's Muppet. These Muppets do.
El Cartel.
El Cartel,
Aye, that's what the place was called.
the restaurant.
Got the guy in the like Deliveroo bike. Like, you know, one of those like social justice terrorist people. What are they called again?
Antifa.
Aye, they look like an Antifa guy.
It probably was.
Delivering this McDonald's for social justice.
Aye. I'm past another crap nightclub that I used to go to when I was younger. Well, I think it's up there. In Revolution. The Cavendish it was called. Cavendish nightclub. There's another Antifa.
Wait till he puts his helmet on and he's fully armoured.
Just needs a vegan sausage
Aye.
to complete.
Your first vegan sausage roll.
Just needs a vegan sausage roll to throw at people. That's what they're good for. Throwing. It's only used for a vegan sausage roll, pal. If you launch at somebody's head.
Vegan sausage roll launch.
Look at all these people just come for you. Who's Justin Bieber?
Oh my god, is that a face
Look at that guy's mask. It's like a pair of pants. She's got a bra over her face and he's got a pair of pants. God, look at his mask, it's crap.
It's supposed to look like, you know, one of the bandanas that you get, like, mine's got a yellow one in, like, Lanzarote.
But it's a bandana, not a bloody mask. Was he Jenkins trying to make a bandana into a mask?
Probably.
It's still a rude idea, look.
But how can you walk the streets with like looking like that? Like, you know, the full blue on.
Green?
Well,
is it not green?
no, it was like light blue.
I'd say that's more of a green colour. Deliveroo. What do you think, guys, in the chat? Deliveroo, blue or green? I think it's more green than anything. It's a tune, son. There's something in the phone for you.
Yeah, someone on the phone for you. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm trying to write this fucking tune, man.
There's coming, the gas mask. Look at the sunglasses. Look, the driver.
You can't see it.
He's got a blue mask on.
Looks like a pinball mask.
I got the COVID. I got the vaccine.
I got 3 arms now. What?
Stop where you're ahead, son. You ever heard that phrase? Stop while you're ahead. Right, we can get some juice for you. And at the limited.
I get the boy.
There's Sainsbury's there, but there's a better shop up ahead. Better selection. Sydney Chint.
She looks full of herself.
That?
She looks like she's full of herself.
I got them there. After some. Wait, come in. Let's get some juice, pal. Rubbish in the bin. Have you got any rubbish there? Got any rubbish there for your burgers, or did I put it in the bin?
No, you put that in the bin.
Right.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, that.
Oh.
I was gonna say.
Oh, a wee drink, son, a wee drinky poo.
Yeah.
A wee topic. Who likes topics out there? A wee topic. You didn't get the notification, Hereward. I might have a stream later on, man. I was thinking about maybe having a wee stream. I mean a live stream, a panel. Maybe people up.
No thanks.
So I was thinking about having a stream tonight. If you want to join, Hereward, I wouldn't mind speaking to you. maybe talk more about the lost tribes and royal families and bloodlines and all the stuff I love, man. Love topics, but no more due to diabetes. Oh, cool, Sue. That'd be nice to hear. I'd like to hear from Sue Evans. That'd be nice. I'd like to hear different opinions, definitely. The guys at my work call this a dad suite. I got a topic in the young guys, so that's a dad suite. Is that a dad suite?
The hell's like a dad suite? Like, what makes a suite a dad suite?
Like, I suppose sweets that youngsters don't eat anymore. Let's get the hell out of here, pal. I got the COVID. I got the vaccine. Expensive to live around here, and it's a fucking dump, I think. Expensive houses around here, or flats. It's horrible.
I don't get why someone would want to live around here.
Edinburgh city centre, son. It's in the middle of everything, eh? You've got everything you need. If you got a car though, you got everything you need anyway, because where we live, we're in the countryside and it's still only 20 minutes to Edinburgh. What the fuck? Fucking hell, pal. Fucking idiots in Edinburgh, I swear, the drivers. He was like a parked car there and he just started moving. No indication or nothing.
It's really good actually. Yeah. It's orange, guava, apricot, mango and passion fruit flavour.
One of the best tasting fruits.
Yeah.
So what time would you prefer me to set the hangout at, Sue and Martin? Or Hereward? What do you think of the cars? Fiats? 500s?
Pretty crap.
Nice hairband.
Bloody hippies.
Bloody hippies. I don't need nobody. really choked on some of that nut. The topic. Jesus. That's not good for me.
The other day I was like choking on my own spit.
Must have been thick spit.
I'm pretty sure I ate like a chocolate beforehand and it was all like spit. I wonder if anyone's died by choking on their own spit.
Probably. All these bloody cyclists. Oh look, there's someone on a tandem bike. No, they're not, they're just cycling so close together. Jesus Christ, man, I thought they were stuck together. You're no good for me, I don't mean no bad. Minutes. My stream's been on for. Oh shit, how's the road closed? When the hell did they close that? Holy crap. That couldn't put a... That shouldn't be shut. Cute. What will it just go left? I'll go down Craig Walker. annoying thing is you can't even take a shortcut to the left through these schemes because you just come at a dead end. Come all the way back down here. There's Edinburgh Castle. Decent view, eh? Canal in the way. You just kind of cut over. Can't believe that, like.
Oh look.
That Lamborghini in the garden is a Lotus. I bet it's nice, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm needing a toilet again, buddy.
Well, I was gonna say to you before we saw that guy's mask, that at school camp, we'd always get bacon rolls for our breakfast. There's like really crappy bacon. So one day I decided, why don't I try these vegan not hot dogs, sorry, just sausages. See if they're any good for a change. Try them, crap.
You wish you had the bacon.
Yeah.
Vegans, they're obviously artificial. Like whatever it is they're putting in them, it's no good for you. You know what I mean?
It's all rubbery.
Oh, I tried a vegan sausage roll. It just we wouldn't even. The meat wouldn't, well, the so-called meat wouldn't break down in your saliva. It's horrible.
I think I could go to school and like chew a rubber and it'd have a better texture.
Aye. Chew an old shoe. Tastes better.
Even a rat wouldn't want a vegan sausage roll. Or a pig.
A toasted rat. You bother hen. Everything's relaxing stroll. Go along Gorgie Road, sir. And again, we get a wee bit of steam in the windows. Remember this place?
Al Halal food store.
Al Halal different from halal.
God knows. That's a really creative name. Yummy Kitchen.
See that Pakistani shop on the corner down the left beside you? Been busted for selling weed. It gets busted all the time for selling weed. Like take two, son. Jesus. Right, so Lanark Road's closed. Just have to go through Cheshire. It's one of the first fire stations in Britain on the left there. Tiny little building.
How old is it, like?
It's like 1820s or something like that. Vegans. Edinburgh's fully vegans. They sit there crunching the cans. Really should have came down that left side of Ashley Terrace, but wasn't able to sure what opening it was to get down that one. We're not going to another way, that's the... Can't believe Lanark Road's closed. That's a major road to be closed. they don't have any sign like here to tell you before you get there. You should have a sign here saying Lanark Road closed. Sorry, buddy. Look, all these people going in here will probably be thinking they're going up Lanark Road. The taxi driver probably knows. Warm, eh?
Aye.
Finished.
Yep.
I'm going to pick your sister up. Traffic is ridiculous today, man. What?
His face.
What?
Oh, it's just the ad.
Can you hear a single word you said, son? What were you trying to say?
Look at his face on the ad.
I can you hear it? Can you hear what you were saying? I've noticed there's a themey. Roads getting closed in Edinburgh everywhere. So many roads closed in Edinburgh, making the place a lot smaller. To be decided, don't think we have that law over here. What's with the cars that parked in the opposite direction? You're allowed to park in the opposite direction in Britain. The opposite direction of the road. It's one of these things that we get away with over here for some reason. You can cross right over the other side of the road and park. traffic out. Look at the queues. That's because of that one road being closed. It's crazy. How you doing, Ananake? Ananake in the house. How you doing, mate?